An ordinary interview turns into chaos when a harrowing scream echoes from a black Tesla parked nearby. What Elon discovers inside will change everything. This is the story of how one man stood against hate to protect the values that truly matter. Don't miss the full story. Experience the inspiring tale that will leave you speechless. Subscribe now for more amazing stories. Elon Musk standing outside the Tesla headquarters, giving an interview. The sun's out, the sleek Tesla building glinting in the background, and everything seems picture perfect, right? Elon's talking about all the things that make Tesla more than just a company, the people, the values, the diversity. It's inspiring stuff. But suddenly, bam! Out of nowhere, there's a scream. A loud, terrifying, gut-wrenching scream. It cuts through the air like a knife. Elon stops mid-sentence, his sharp instincts kicking in, and you can feel the shift in the mood. Everyone's looking around, startled. The reporter even asks, "Did you hear that?" And Elon, calm but alert, says, "Yes, stay here." And just like that, he's off, heading straight towards the source of the sound. Behind them is this sleek black Tesla parked a little way off. And the scream, it's coming from there. He approaches the car cautiously, opens the door, and then freezes. You won't believe what he finds. Inside the car, there's a woman. Not just any woman, a senior Tesla executive, a highly respected figure in the company. She's tied up, ropes digging into her wrists and ankles, and there's a black mask strapped tightly over her mouth. She's gasping for air, tears streaming down her face as she struggles to breathe. Can you picture that? The horror of it? Elon doesn't waste a single second. He grabs his phone and calls security and paramedics. Then, with his own hands, he starts untying her. Imagine how steady and focused he had to be in that moment. He reassures her, saying, "Breathe, you're safe now. Help is on the way." She can barely nod, but you can see the relief on her face as she starts to calm down. It's intense, right? Like a scene straight out of a crime thriller. Now, you'd think that was the end of it and things would settle down. But no, this was just the beginning. A few days later, Elon is in his office when his assistant comes in looking uneasy. She tells him, "Mr. Musk, I'm afraid there's been another incident. This time it's another senior black staff member. Same situation." Can you imagine what must have been going through Elon's mind? Anger, frustration, concern. He's not the type to sit by and watch something like this unfold. He puts the tablet down and says, "This stops now. I'll handle this myself." And handle it, he does. Elon dives headfirst into the investigation. He's combing through reports, analyzing patterns in security footage, and looking for suspicious activity. He's not just some CEO sitting in a corner office. He's fully involved. It's a montage-worthy scene. Him pulling all-nighters in his office, flipping through files, his face lit by the glow of the monitors. And then, just like that, it hits him. He draws up a plan. He announces to his team, "Cancel all my appointments. Tell everyone I'm going to Germany for a few days." But here's the twist. He's not actually going to Germany. Instead, he's preparing for something big, something most CEOs would never dare to do. Elon disguises himself as a black man. Yes, full prosthetics, makeup, everything meticulously done. It's wild, but it's brilliant. He says, "If I'm going to understand what's happening, I need to walk in someone else's shoes." And he does just that. Now imagine this. Elon, incognito, blends in as an ordinary employee. He's walking the halls of Tesla, standing in cafeteria lines, sitting in on meetings and chatting casually with other staff. Most people treat him with respect. But there's one exception, one man, Mr. Harlow, a high-ranking manager. This guy oozes arrogance. He dismisses Elon, disguised Elon, with this patronizing tone, saying things like, "I don't have time for you," or "Just do your job." And it doesn't stop there. Elon notices Harlow's attitude toward other black employees too, snide remarks, condescending smirks, and even deliberately excluding them from important conversations. It's sickening to watch. Later that night, Elon's alone, peeling off the prosthetics and makeup. His mind is racing, a mix of realization and anger. He pieces it all together, muttering to himself, Harlow, of course, he's behind this. He's the one creating this toxic culture. And you know Elon. He's not one to shy away from confronting issues head-on. He knew what he had to do. The next day it happens. Picture an all-hands meeting at Tesla, a massive auditorium filled with employees, all buzzing with curiosity. Elon takes the stage, commanding the room with his presence. He says, "At Tesla, we've always taken pride in our values, respect, equality, justice. But recently we've fallen short, and that is unacceptable." The room falls silent. You can hear a pin drop. And then Elon calls out, "Mr. Harlow, step forward." The guy looks stunned. He hesitates, but eventually he walks up to the stage. Elon doesn't hold back. He tells the whole room, "This man disrespected the very people who make this company great. He created fear, division, and prejudice, and I will not stand for it." Security steps in and escorts Harlow out while everyone watches in shocked silence. At this point, Elon turns back to the audience. His tone softens as he says, "This is a wake-up call for all of us. We must do better, and we will do better. Racism has no place here or anywhere. Starting today, we're implementing stricter oversight, diversity training, and an open-door policy to ensure every voice is heard." The next scenes are uplifting, a montage of positive changes sweeping through Tesla. Employees attending workshops, teams engaging in heartfelt discussions, and a renewed sense of unity spreading throughout the company. The atmosphere is hopeful, but determined. And then, the final shot. Elon walking through the Tesla office, smiling and nodding at employees who greet him warmly. His voice carries over the imagery, saying, "Innovation isn't just about technology, it's about people. And when we stand together, there's nothing we can't achieve." Boom. End scene. What a ride, huh? It's a powerful reminder that true leadership isn't just about vision, it's about action. Elon Musk didn't just talk about equality, he made it happen, and that's what makes this story so remarkable. Justice, equality, and progress, those aren't just ideals, they're things we have to fight for. What do you think? Pretty wild, right? Stick around for more stories like this because we've got plenty to share.